Dearest Mooji, my the deepest gratitude to you for all you do, and thank you from the depth of my being for helping me awaken to the truth. My question is for my husband. He has always been an atheist in the sense that he does not really feel the presence of a higher power in his life. God, religion don't play any role in his life. He is a wonderful husband, but he's always experiencing unhappiness and fear in his job and life. I have tried to bring some light into his thinking, but he functions in a strictly logical fashion and is unable to plug into anything deeper than what he sees or understands with his physical eyes. What can be done, Mooji, to help him be in touch with his divine nature? Please help. Please help. I am completely gone on this one. Love you with all my heart. Meenakshi in Houston, Texas. Houston T. No, Texas. Question for my husband. He's always been an atheist in the sense that he does not really feel the presence of a higher power in his life. He is not aware of it. He's not that you don't feel. What, you think you're the highest power? Of course there's higher power. There's always higher power. If there is not a higher power, then you would be able to do everything you want. You say, I want to change my car, now I want a Rolls Royce tomorrow. Bing, it's there. You have higher power, you can do it. You can't do it. You know, you're set to go to the west or something, you end up in the east. Who caused you to do that? You see? So you don't have the high, it must be some power higher than you. And you don't have to believe in God, but you're going to know that there's something that you are not free to do as you please. Like that. So then it seems that there is something that works a different way. Whether you want to call it the higher power or not, that is up to you. You see, but you cannot control it. If you had the highest power, you may say, I want to be around in my body for 200 years. You see? And you can borrow some money from the bank and tell them, I pay you back in 200 years. I see. So, he's an atheist in the sense that he does not really feel the presence of a higher power in his life. So, yes, it's okay. Just not aware of what it means, higher power. God, religion, don't play any role in his life. He is a wonderful husband, but he's always experiencing unhappiness and fear in his job and life. Now you are a wonderful husband or a wonderful person if you're always experiencing fear in your job and your life. Your life is full. How you want to be a wonderful person? If it says like this, he's a wonderful husband, but his life is full of fear. How is it? She must be incredible. I think you are the incredible person. I have tried to bring some light into his thinking, but he functions in a strictly logical fashion and is unable to plug into anything deeper than what he sees or understands with his physical eyes. But there's not a lot he can do. That is how the consciousness is behaving for some time, what you can do. And maybe the lesson is yours, that there's something that you can't do. You see? No matter how much you love someone, you don't have the power to make them think the way you want. You see? You love this person, then the best thing you can do is stop wanting them to be somebody else. He doesn't believe in God, but he's a wonderful husband. Okay. You know, what you going to do? What can we do? what can we do? Can somebody tell me what you can do? He's just logical. He says, you are just in a fairy tale. You are believing in all this hocus pocus about God and religion and stuff like that. You waste a lot of your time. Me, I'm just living on facts. And you're going to say, what are you going to say to him? Why don't you try to meditate? To waste my time like you? What can you do? What you can do? I have tried to bring some light into his thinking, but he functions in a strictly logical fashion and is unable to plug into anything deeper than what he sees or understands with his physical eyes. Perhaps your lesson is for you to simply accept that, so you can relax. It's not my mission to change you. Somehow in this universe, we are brought together to live together, and somehow there's love between us. But you don't believe in religion or God or a higher power, and I do. And can we be compatible on some level? Well, somehow different people have worked it out somehow. I had one man, he was coming to satsang. I haven't seen him now for a little bit, but he's from Italy, and his wife is a devout Catholic, and he's into Advaita, you see. So he would come every year, spend some time in India with me. We spend time. Sometimes in Italy I see him, or sometimes he comes even to other places. We spend time together. But in India, some of you know who I'm talking? Yeah. In India, then he, after satsang, then he arranged to meet his wife. They go to Goa. And then they meet and they just have a good time, and I don't know, they perhaps don't talk so much about what happened in your life, what happened with church last week or so. I don't know if they talk like that. But there is still something there that keeps them together. You see? And somehow they may have a nicer connection than people who together are coming to satsang or together going to church. You can never tell. So God gives freedom even not to believe in God. So what can be done, Mooji, to help him to be in touch with his divine nature? Please help. God help. It's ready. Maybe one moment his life can turn around and he's more deep than you even. Because it's a very, very thin strip, you see, little thin thing. His life is perhaps waiting to flower open, something happen. And maybe a little thing, but in his life, turns out to a very big thing, enough to completely do a 180-degree turn into something very beautiful. We don't know it like that. This is what is so fantastic about life. You cannot judge anybody. You see? So, love you with all my heart, Namasté.